Are we live? Are we live? Should be starting any minute here. Premiere will begin shortly, people. This is big. This is big for us. Let me pull up some music while we wait for this premiere, huh? How's everybody doing? This is what we're watching today. The old Sidequest. Let me make sure we're live. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yes, we are indeed live. We're posting. We're tweeting. We're loving it. I hope everyone's having a good day today. Just a quick little midday stream while we watch whatever we got going on here. Okay, it looks like it started. I don't need to get music. I'm hoping we get something big. And by big, I mean Grand Theft Auto, which I know is an indie showcase, so that's not happening. But we can only dream. Okay, looks like we're good. Let me know if you got any predictions in the old comments here. We're still going to be going live tomorrow, I believe. This is just a additional stream. Posting, we're tweeting, we're loving it. Make sure our audio is good. Let me know if I need to adjust any audio as well, people. Very epic intro. I like this. Very Evangelion of them. Is this just the new YouTube premiere intro that they do for all YouTube premieres? Because I haven't done one. At first I thought this was custom, but I think this is just YouTube. Okay, yeah, now we gotta wait a minute. This is the custom premiering animation. I like this sort of ethereal robot music. Never mind, it's not ethereal anymore. I'm trying to think of any predictions I might have. It's an indie spotlight, right? So you gotta assume there's gonna be like more App Lab, Sidequest type titles. I'm assuming some announcements. I'm assuming some just update trailers or gameplay trailers of new updates dropping. I'm just double checking the audio. Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, is that good? Yeah, that's good. Also, anybody watching, I'm dropping a new Second Life video today at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's the standard time in the Pacific. Oh, we love that logo. Explore everything.
Hey there, Sidequesters, and welcome to Sidequest
Shout out
Indie
Tatiana.
Spotlight, celebrating 5 years of Sidequest.
Can you believe it's been 5 years?
I think this
since
is
we burst
shot
onto the
within
VR
Banter,
scene,
which is
and
their
a
own
whole lot
metaverse
has happened
platform.
in that time, especially during the last year. We've seen new headsets launch alongside heaps of new apps and games, and we at Sidequest have made lots of big changes to help make your VR experience better than ever.
And whether you're a developer or a gamer, we've built that experience on a welcoming community where you can explore the biggest and best range of VR creations anywhere. And we'll be talking about a whole lot of those gaming creations during the show today.
There'll also be plenty of free giveaways up for grabs, including game codes for every game we spotlight today, as well as some nifty Sidequest
If you want free codes, I guess they're gonna have that.
And some brand new Quest 3 headsets.
And in fact, the Quest 3 giveaway is live right now on our website, and you're the first one to find out about it. It will be live for a very short time, and in only 2 hours the winner will be selected.
I need to check this platform out that they're
Go to sidequestvr.com, click on the giveaway tab, and enter the Quest 3 giveaway. But many, many more giveaways will be announced on the Sidequest social media pages.
So keep an eye out for more details as we go on, and make sure you enter after the show.
Speaking of the show, let's run down what exciting things we'll be revealing in this special Sidequest Spotlight.
Well, we'll be covering a lot today, including a whole suite of fan-favorite apps and games, shiny hidden gems across different categories, extra content that'll help make the most of your VR headset, plus a few announcements that we've been working on behind the scenes.
That's what I'm here
for.
I want the announcements. I just want like
Perhaps
one
of the
flagship
biggest successes we've seen to date is the sheer number of apps and games we now have listed with us here on Sidequest.
Yeah, you said it. We're now home to over 3,000 developers, listing over 5,500 apps and games for our millions of users. That's you, to get their hands on each month. And all 3 of those numbers are growing every day.
That's a lot.
But one
of
them
games. And
might not
since
grow
we are
one
talking
day.
about Sidequest achievements, did you know that we've even made our own game? I mean, we're in it
That's what
right
they're in.
now.
That's what I was talking about. This is
we
banter.
are talking about banter.
Not a lot of people talk about this. I think it's better than Horizon Worlds, at
social
least.
VR sandbox,
In terms of
you
like
can hang
native
out with your friends, play
meta
games,
apps.
explore tons of awesome VR worlds, go to
It's
dozens
kind of like
of
VR
events
Chat
like
Lite.
comedy nights, movie nights, light shows. Fully
Maybe I'll host
customize your
a
avatar
meetup.
with
Maybe we'll host
Ready
a
Player
comedy
Me.
show in there. I'll
There's
book a little
just lot
lineup.
to check out, okay?
Little lineup.
Yeah, we customized our avatars for this event too, but you can do a lot crazier things with it as well. You can
How
find
crazy we
both the
talking?
Discord community and the link to download Banter in this video description if you're keen to give it a try for yourself.
Yeah, I recommend
But
trying it out.
before
Maybe
we
we'll
go
do a
any
meetup.
further, we should probably talk about the real hero of the day.
Yeah,
Oh
we
yeah?
probably should. It's me.
What's that?
Side loading.
Oh, I thought it was
Of
me.
course, we wouldn't have Sidequest without sideloading.
That's right, sideloading is our here today and every day because of the absolute freedom that it gives
I will
us
say
to
sideloading,
explore,
I
experiment,
use
and jump into all the
Sidequest
awesome
90% for
apps, games,
sideloading.
and extra features we want
Yo, what's
out
going
of
on?
our
Some
VR
sauce?
headsets.
I think
You
we'll
may
get
have
another
heard
big game like
sideloading
Half-Life
talked
anytime
about in
soon.
the
I
media
really hope
recently,
so.
What with Apple's EU
I think
announcements
Valve
and
is
Meta
working
opening
on
up the
something.
Horizon software.
I imagine it might
But
take a
we
couple
at
years to get
Sidequest
out.
have all been working hard behind the scenes to make sideloading
Yeah,
more
'cause, like,
accessible than it has
the
ever
last
been.
big one was
We've been
Bone
doing it
Lab,
for about
or,
5 years
yeah,
actually,
Bone
so
Lab.
we're kind of ahead of the game.
We need another
That's
title
for
like
sure.
that.
And you'll be hearing a lot more about sideloading throughout
I don't know if we'll
today's
get an
show,
announcement of
plus
that
heaps
scale
of more
today, but-
amazing things that it helps us do in VR.
You'll
Crazier
also
things
be
have
hearing
happened.
from a lot of the talented people helping you make the most out
Hope
of
you're having a good day.
Sidequest and all the games we have to offer. Our Sidekick verified reviewers. They're trusted
me. I'm
content
one of the
creators
reviewers.
passionate about all things Sidequest
By the way, you might
and
recognize
VR.
somebody in
And
this
they'll be popping up throughout the
spotlight.
show with some of their personal recommendations for games that you should play right
You might
now.
be seeing me in this.
But
I'm pretty
we
sure I
wouldn't all
submitted
be
something to
here
this. I
or
can't
have
recall
Sidequest
if they said
without
they're
our
going to use my
Sidequest
clip.
founders, Shane and Orla Harris, and they've got a special message to share with us all before we get the celebration underway. Please welcome Shane and Orla.
I love a special message.
Hi, I'm Shane, the CEO and co-founder of Sidequest. And this is Orla, the COO and co-founder of Sidequest.
I like this fun
And
editing.
We're here to celebrate our 5th birthday. We're also here to celebrate all
The
of
big
the
5.
games that have found success in VR on
Is he on
Sidequest.
Why is he wearing an Apple Vision
impact
Pro for
that
this?
sideloading and Sidequest has had overall on developers and the VR ecosystem. Something we're pretty excited about.
We're celebrating 5 years at Sidequest. Can you believe it? 5
I
whole
can.
years, with thousands of
Congrats.
developers
Happy
coming
birthday.
through our platform, releasing thousands and thousands of pieces of content, and so many of them being elevated to more platforms like the Meta Store, Apple Store, Pico,
Ready for a
PlayStation.
trailer.
It's been an incredible run, and we are so excited to keep doing what we love
Quest
doing,
3
which is
and the Apple
supporting
Vision Pro. That's
developers
like
and
living in the
supporting
same house with an
content.
iPhone and
You know,
an
one
Android
important
user.
thing
That's bold.
that is kind of key to our history, our origin story at Sidequest is sideloading. For those of you that don't know quite what sideloading
Sideloading?
is, it's just a way to get apps onto your
putting
devices,
unofficial apps
a way that's
loaded onto
usually
your
not
device
involving the
manually.
main store, let's say. What we did at Sidequest was we used sideloading to make it easier for developers and users
It is kind
to
of their
get
piece
access
de
to
resistance
content in VR. And I
with
think
their
what's
tool.
really interesting, we're nearly 5 years on, and sideloading is still just as important today as it
not
was
more.
when we started.
So
Dare I
for
say.
many of you, you'll know exactly what Sidequest is. As Shane mentioned earlier, sideloading on Quest. That's how it all started, Sidequest. But here we are
Oh,
today
that's why
with
they
lots
call
of
it
different
that.
ways to use Sidequest.
I don't know why I didn't realize
Not just
that. Side
sideloading,
piece,
but
yeah.
it's still probably
Sidequest
one of
is
the
my
most
side
important
piece
things
in
that
the
you
Quest,
can do with your device, because it means
the
that we're an open
application realm.
platform.
You're right, we are the open.
It's like I got my meta app
and it's
then I got
because
my
of
side piece,
sideloading.
Sidequest.
Some of the most popular
And I can't
content
live
on
without
Sidequest
either.
today, things like
like real
ports
life.
from Dr. Beef or Questcraft, they all depend on sideloading.
shout out
and
Dr.
they're
Beef.
massively popular. And it's great to be able to
How you doing,
operate
Iron
a
Meds?
platform that allows people
Got them
to
Iron
innovate
Meds?
and connect with their audiences unrestricted, unlimited. One of the things we're really excited about is the Indie VR Fund.
Oh, somebody
Back in
spotted it.
August of last
They have
year,
Baby
we got
Ray's in the
together
background of the
with
shot, just like
Creature, Doug and
Zuckerberg from
team
that one
over at
conference.
Creature, to basically put together
a beautiful
plan
touch.
on how we were going to
Now
put
it's
our
a
money where our
conference.
mouth is, so to speak, and start investing in games in VR. So maybe Orla, you could tell us some more about that.
Thanks, Shane. I'm really
The Creator
excited to
Fund
tell
is
you
very
more about the
important.
content
I wish
that
they
we're
did
about
more
to
things like
deliver
this
through
for
the
devs.
NDVR Fund. We put out a call to action for game submissions to the NDVR Fund in autumn
Yo, El
last
Diego.
year. We had $1 million
that's a great
to play
touch.
with, and we had over 150 applications to the NDVR Fund. And I have to say, guys, it was no easy task to whittle that down to 3
that's a
titles
lot
to
of apps.
support. But we're really excited about the partners that we've chosen for this. We can't tell you all the details yet, but what we
Tell me all
can
the
tell you
details.
that one of them is actually going to launch this year, and you
If I see
better
Baby
believe we're going to
Ray's,
be shouting
a
about
bottle
it
of sweet
very,
Baby
very
Ray's,
soon.
I'll
That's
spot
great.
it if it's in
What
the
we're
frame.
doing right now is we're looking at a complete overhaul of
How's
our
the
front-end
girlfriends? They're
website,
great.
a brand new,
They're kicking
fresh
it.
look to Sidequest. What we want
they
to do
updated the
is
UI of Sidequest.
not
That's
block
what
you
they're talking
from
about
being
here.
able to get to the things that you want to get to quickly, but also, more than anything, to be able to find and surface those hidden gems so that you can have
love
the
surfacing
best
my hidden
games and
gems.
find them as easy as possible. So all sorts of ways for us to be able
Change
to
using a Vision- that's what I'm
dynamically
curious about.
change
Does
things
Banter
up
work
a
on
lot
Vision
more
Pro? 'Cause I
often
didn't know that.
and be able to surface more feeds, more content, more games that we
was
love
confused.
internally ourselves, as well as the wider community. Let's hear from our design lead, Tom, and he can tell us more about it.
Tom.
Hi everyone, my name's Tom Mitchell. I'm the user experience lead for the team behind Sidequest.
Oh, this is the new
So
layout?
for
This
the
is
last
totally
year
different.
or so, I've been working away with my team of researchers and designers to evolve the identity of
That
the
looks
platform.
pretty sick.
The first challenge we
He should be
had
playing football, yeah.
was
He's got
capturing
that
the characteristics of Sidequest.
Athlete's grip.
We're not a large, faceless tech company. We're a small team of
Looks like the
like-minded
ALVR, but
people
would be a
trying to
cool- yeah,
create
that would
something
be- oh,
unique
that would
and
make- that
enticing
makes more
for you
sense, El
guys,
Diego.
with a big goal of connecting our
It is
VR
Sidequest.
players
Yeah,
to
Pico
our
does have
developers.
Sidequest. I think
And we
Pico's
needed
just dying
something
out, to be honest.
represent that character.
At least in the US
So
in
we
terms
tried
of
to
usage.
think how we could bring the 3D kind of limitless world of virtual reality
Knows how to give you a good
2D
user experience.
screens.
Facts.
And
I
this
like
is where we
this
started
layout.
playing
It's
with
clean,
textures, shadowing,
little
lighting,
animations.
and depth in our designs, creating some weird and wonderful scenes filled with unusual characters along the way, from lava monsters to frogs.
Lava monsters.
Frogs with mustaches, and we had a lot of fun creating these.
Everything
we were
from
hoping
frogs to
inspire
frogs with
both our
mustaches.
community of users
What else do you
as
need?
well as our app developers to create a fun browsing experience for you. And as cheesy as it sounds,
Do we have any
send
predictions
you
yet
on
from
a
the
bit of a
people?
side quest to find your next hidden gem.
What else
for
we're
that.
gonna see here?
Now,
So
I
new
wanted
UI,
to
that's
share
fun.
a few areas that we're working on. Now I've been slowly scrolling through the homepage here, and you
Very
can see
slowly.
we still have a lot of our core features like staff picks and giveaways, featured categories, as well as our featured header. But things look very different when we jump into apps and games, for
Facts.
example. And what we
Okay,
want to
let's
do
see
is
what
make
that
it
looks like.
easier to find those things that are more relevant. So, for example, here we've got zombies. So around Halloween,
For
we
example,
could
zombies,
create a collection
relevant.
of zombie apps that we can elevate up to you to make it
Zombies
much more
will
easier
always
to
be relevant
find.
in gaming.
Now, coming down a bit further, we have a couple more new features. On the left, we have hidden gems.
Mine's collecting
The
dust,
idea
but it's
is
a
that
good
we have
headset.
so
Yeah, I've heard
many
it's quality.
apps coming
I just,
through
for some reason, they never
Sidequest, but there are
seem to really
some
catch
that
on.
kind of get tucked away a bit too much. And
I
can be
imagine
quite
they're
hard
more
to find,
popular.
but they're really
other places.
fantastic apps and games. So we want to elevate those ourselves. To the right of that, we have basically like recommendations. So we found users really valued recommendations.
AI recommendations.
That extra context that comes with a recommendation as to how the game was, how they experienced it, how they felt. Top mixed reality experiences and top horror
see,
experiences.
they got a
best
help and
jump
support
scares,
bar?
and all that kind of thing, so that you can browse a very different way to what you're used to. So these are just a few.
I don't know if
of
it's
the
necessary to
features
have the
that
what
I'm
is
talking about.
Sidequest
We've
right
still
on
got
the side
loads
there,
to do.
but,
We've still
you
got
know,
loads of exciting things
other
to
than
dig
that, I think
into,
it's
whether that's
very cool.
giveaways, communities, working more with our sidekicks.
Because you got to figure if you're
try and
on
get better
Sidequest, you
content
probably
out
know
there.
what Sidequest is.
And you're going to see a mixture of some old and new stuff for a little while, but we're going to do our best.
Big ups to the
continue
frog with the
working through and
mustache.
bring that up to scratch. We can
That's their
learn
biggest
and
update.
work with our community to figure out what they love, and we can test things and we can see what's received well and what may not work so well, and we can change things and improve them for the better.
Yeah,
and we're going
I
to
think it's a clean
continuously
update.
iterate to make it better and better.
Shout
over
out the
time.
Kronos group.
So I'm genuinely excited to get this first version out there, but I'm just as excited to continuously improve it with you.
Cheers, Tom.
I'd love to
Cheers.
share more about our Sidekick program. So
Let's
what's a
cheers our
Sidekick?
sugar-free Red
Lots
Bulls,
of
Tom.
influencers have volunteered to work with Sidequest.
Ah, that's me.
To help us elevate content
That was me.
comes on our platform.
There I
you
am.
can find lots of that content across the
We made
influencers'
it.
own dedicated
And my unmade
website.
bed.
But you can also follow us across all of our social channels at
That's cool.
Sidequest VR. We're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. If you follow those channels, you'll be able to see that content a lot easier.
Thank
That's
you for the
great,
shout
Orla.
out,
Yeah,
Sidequest.
there's been so many popular games that have gone on to see success that started on Sidequest. Many games, Puzzling Places,
that was a cool
VR1,
game.
even Gorilla
I think
Tag
VR1 is way underrated
on
if you haven't played it.
For us, it's just so
It's got some of the
exciting
coolest
to be
mechanics.
such an important part of the industry and to have, you know, the privilege to be able to help some of these developers see success and help try and create that sustainable path to success for developers where they not only release one game, but they go on to form full-on studios and release several titles.
So we'd like to take a moment today.
There have
to
been
say
some big
5
blow-ups
years
from
along.
Sidequest
Thank you so
in
much
terms of
to the
studios
community,
just like
whether you're
gaining
a
a lot of
developer,
traction.
a user. You mean so much to us, and you've made a real difference.
Community means everything.
Especially the Sidequest to
and
App Lab
it includes
pipeline.
everybody
It's
in
been
VR
big.
who's using VR. It includes all of the developers who are out there innovating in VR. Anybody who's creating content related to VR.
That's
all
me.
of these things are
I'm the true
super
hero
important
of
to
the
us.
day.
But also our own family, our own
We all know
team, our staff here at Sidequest as well. We're all part of this community, and we all have got us to where we are today. And we're
But
super
mostly
excited
me.
to continue to grow this
That's a joke.
community as VR becomes
Callie,
more
could
and
you get
more
off?
accessible to more users.
So we're really excited today to share with you the Indie VR Showcase. We've
All right,
selected a
time
whole
for the
host
showcase.
of titles
This was
that
all the
have new releases
preamble,
or
the
they've had really
foreplay
significant updates in the last
to the
while.
meat and potatoes.
And it's content that we really want to share with you as users, and we hope that you'll get the chance to go and download it, play it, and give these
Oh, I'll download
developers
it.
the essential feedback that they need to keep doing what they do best.
Bye.
Thank you, Shane and Orla, for
About
those
10 times
awesome
a sec,
updates.
yeah.
And now it's time to
That
kick
was the
off
preamble.
our
We
spotlight
needed the UI
proper,
updates.
starting with some of the awesome content on Sidequest, dedicated to enhancing your experience and helping you explore more in VR.
That's right. And
Maybe I'll
let's
put
start
my
with some of the
hat in
most
the ring
popular
to,
content on Sidequest. Game
host this event
ports.
next year.
Faithful recreations in VR of classic favorites that we love to experience from a different perspective. And there's a passionate community out there who's after this content.
Our Sidekick
Okay.
verified reviewer, Obscure Nerd, is
That's
definitely
me.
one of these people with a passion for game ports.
This
so
is my
we
moment.
invited him to share his thoughts
And game
from
ports
the
are
POV
the best
of a true
indie
VR
stuff
nerd.
on VR.
Hey everybody, Obscure Nerd VR Sidekick Verified Reviewer here. Just wanted to give a quick
up, Simon?
shout out to Sidequest for their 5th birthday. That is huge and it's only going to get bigger from here. I also want to shout out some of my favorite games that are featured on Sidequest that you can check out. Specifically some of the VR ports that they've done. If you know me, you know that
Look
I'm
at
a
that.
big port guy. So if you haven't had a chance, this is a great time
172
to go
watching me
check
give
out.
this
I'm a
big
big
thing right
fan
now.
of
That's
Prey
cool.
VR because it feels like a fully
doing it.
fledged VR title. It's insane. And that
And I am a
port's
big
big
port
for
guy.
me because it brings me back to my youth when I was a youth.
I also love the Doom VR
When I was
port
a
and
youth.
everything that Team Beef has going on. So if you have any time, go check them out and
I love
let's
it.
keep celebrating VR.
So once again, shout out Team Beef and all the people doing amazing
Wow,
work
I got like a
in this
whole 2 minute
industry. And
spot here.
Sidequest, I'll see you for the next 5 years. Peace.
Sounds like he sure loves Team Beef, and so do I.
I do.
Their ports
Those are
are
the
great.
homies.
But wouldn't it
Peak
be
meta
cool
irony.
to
Yeah,
hear
I'm
from the
reacting to
guys
myself
behind this
reacting
awesome
to the
team too?
showcase.
It sure would. That's why we invited them to the show. Please help me welcome
We love
Team
Team Beef.
Beef.
That's so funny.
These guys may not look
Shout
like
out
they know what they are
Nerdception.
doing,
Hey, Sidequest.
evidenced by this leaked
That
monthly
was
meeting.
awesome. Happy birthday.
It may not even look like they have a basic grasp of modern technology, but this is Team Beef, and they've been cranking out
If you don't know
flat to
Team
VR
Beef, they
ports
do
of
great
classic
stuff.
games
Yeah,
for
they're-
years.
they're porting
We're
a bunch of
talking about
stuff. I
classic
recommend their
games,
Prey port
relics from the digital crypts
their
of
Doom
gaming's
port.
past, resurrected for our enjoyment. Team Beef's old school ports like
And
Jedi
Jedi
Knight,
Academy. Yeah,
the
this is
Quake
great.
series, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Doom 3, Tomb Raider. These are the forbidden fruits
That
we
was cool. I'm
snatch
glad
from
to
the
be a
tree of
part of this
nostalgia.
event.
Why should you dive into the delightful madness
Yeah,
of
see, like,
sideloading?
almost all of these are
Imagine
great.
strapping on your VR headset, venturing into the digital realm, and suddenly finding yourself face to face with pixelated Nazis or demons from the depths of hell or demons wearing Nazi outfits. You, flailing wildly in your living room, cutting down stormtroopers with a lightsaber, dodging bullets like a drunken
This,
ninja.
when I played this for the
all
first
while
time,
your
I played
cat
through
stares at
almost
you
the
with a mix
entire
of
game
confusion
just in
and
that
judgment.
one sitting. It was
The
kind
best
of-
part?
I
You're not
became
just
obsessed.
playing the game, you're living
Again.
it. So what if the graphics are a bit dated? This is Duke Nukem. This is Lara Croft. This is Doom Guy. This is
Also-
that guy from Castle Wolfenstein. It was the golden age of
love that
gaming.
guy.
Graphics were revolutionary, but
Hot take,
second
I
to
think
gameplay and story, and the
Lower
difficulty was as
fidelity
unforgiving
graphics
as
actually look
Clint
better in
Eastwood
VR.
in that film, Unforgiven.
Quake
Well,
2,
you sure
yeah,
killed
yeah,
the
yeah.
hell out of that fella today.
Sideloading is like joining a secret society of tech-savvy rebel superheroes. You're thumbing your nose at the establishment saying, "Hey, Zuckerberg, I love your curated store, but I want more. I want the weird, the wacky, the downright illegal. Okay, not illegal, but definitely the unorthodox." So, fellow adventurers, I implore you, embrace the nostalgia, embrace the joy of sideloading VR game ports. Happy birthday, Sidequest.
Happy.
Thank you for making this a reality.
That was an interesting bit. Laura used to be problematic, yeah. Laura's
The guys from Team Beef are doing some incredible work, so we're super pleased that their ports have found a home here on Sidequest.
Whoa, wait a minute. Those aren't the only game ports you can find on Sidequest.
Oh, they're not?
You ever heard of a game called Minecraft? I mean, it's pretty obscure.
The Minecraft VR is pretty solid, too.
Of course.
That's probably the first port I ever tried.
There is a mega popular VR port in Minecraft called Questcraft that you can find here
I have
on
a video
Sidequest.
of this, like,
I don't think there's any VR gamer who hasn't heard of it yet.
Well, I personally love it, but sadly, this port doesn't quite work on Quest 3.
Oh, that's a shame.
That is a shame.
You know what? I kind of would love to hear from the devs anyway.
Well, it's a good thing we invited them then, and who knows?
They're playing more 2D retro games on the Meta browser and Xbox. That's interesting.
The developer
Start putting
of
2D
Questcraft.
games. That would be a good idea.
Questcraft has been a project that, over the
I
years,
haven't
has
done a
shown
lot
me
of
that
that myself in
community
VR
is
yet,
everything.
but it is a pretty
Everything
solid
we do,
experience when I
from
have done it. I
programming
used
to
to play
designing,
Rocket League
to even our
in
user
big screen.
support, is done with the focus and main goal of building a better product to deliver to our amazing community.
Men announced any
Because
gaming
without
showcase
them,
yet?
we wouldn't be where we are today.
Not that I know
That's
of.
why with
Though they
Questcraft
usually
5.0,
do something.
we have gone
I think
above
they-
and beyond
look
to
it up.
deliver our most
On
substantial
Monitor
update
B.
ever, further closing the gap between the PC and standalone Vivecraft experience.
MetaQuest Gaming Showcase, yeah, they should be doing it again this year.
With performance, boosting Questcraft's total FPS from 45 all the way up to 120, or a
crank
nice
that, baby.
169% when using the Quest 3. This
Okay, it hasn't
update
been
also brings
officially
many
announced yet.
improvements to mod compatibility and resource utilization,
So we don't know.
meaning more mods and bigger worlds for
Yeah,
you
it's
to
usually June
explore.
Along
or
with
May.
the performance upgrades, we
So it might not
dedicated
be
ourselves
happening.
to redesigning the Questcraft launcher entirely. Our primary goal was easy accessibility, while also making it look as appealing as possible. We've also added many new quality of life features such as custom instances, mod pack support, and improved tools for our support staff to
people
better
are
help
talking
you,
about it on the
among many other
Oculus
new
Quest
features.
subreddit today that they still haven't announced
Of course, all of this wouldn't be possible without our teams dedicating themselves daily to making Questcraft
This
as
is cool.
amazing as
Questcraft
possible.
is great if you haven't
That's
tried
why
it
we're
and you're into
excited to
Minecraft,
announce the
this type
official
of stuff.
release of Questcraft on all MetaQuest headsets, including the Quest 1 and 3, releasing on Sidequest May 23rd,
Including the first
2024,
Quest?
with PicoCraft, a port of
Pico!
Questcraft to
There's
the
the
Pico
Pico.
headset, coming later this year.
Finally,
Pico's still in the
Quest 3
conversation.
users can enjoy Questcraft in all its QB glory.
We even created an official
QB
tutorial
glory.
showing you how to install it on your headset. Spoiler alert, it's now easier than ever. It's live on our Sidequest YouTube right now, so make sure to check it after the
That would
show,
be this
which we need
YouTube?
to get on with.
Yep, that's right. So let's chat
Got
about
190
some other
people watching
Sidequest
this now.
content.
That's not bad.
Another
for the,
huge
for
bonus
their
that
stream.
you can only get through sideloading is access to VR emulators.
Yeah,
Whoever
Xbox
wanted
Games
to
Pass
play Game Boy in VR,
on Meta,
now you
that was a
can.
really smart
Want to
move.
kick back with some classic Nintendo 3DS games on a giant
Also,
virtual
this
screen?
Nintendo
You'd
DS
betcha.
emulator
Or even play
is
PlayStation
amazing.
portable games in fully immersive 3D. It's all possible thanks to the awesome power of emulators like Citra VR, Virtual Boy,
Yeah, Citra
and
VR.
PPSS.
I tried doing Virtual
and you
Boy
can
recently,
find
it wasn't
all of
working.
them
Maybe it's
right
working
here
again
on
now.
Sidequest.
I
Isn't
wanted
that
my
awesome?
eyes
It
to
sure
bleed
is,
like they used to
and
in the late
these
90s with the
emulators
Virtual Boy.
basically work in a similar way to how they work on PC, allowing you to play a massive range of classic handheld and console games in fully immersive VR. Now
Yeah.
that'll be a walk down memory lane.
That's one area that
Did you
people
ever think that you'd be able
sleep
to
on,
play
is the
Mario Kart in
3DS
VR when you were a kid?
emulator.
Nope, but once again, that is the power of sideloading, am I right?
It sure is.
Am
and
I right?
yet
You're right.
another cool
He
feature
is
that
right.
you can access only through sideloading is the ability to install custom homes.
Oh yeah, and what better way to add a little personality to your Quest environment than to choose a
I just need
classic
to know, is
scene
this
from
a
a
Mai
movie or
Tai?
TV
I
show
need to
you
know.
love, a faithful recreation of a classic gaming
FGO
environment,
games
or
without
something
sideloading?
truly zen to help you better sink into that VR
I
experience.
don't think so.
And we've got dozens of custom homes available to
Don't quote
sideload
me
on
on that, but
Sidequest
I
right
don't
now.
think so.
And we've got one of our most esteemed creators, Vince, on hand to chat with us about them. Welcome, Vince.
Who's Vince?
Hey there. I'm Vince, the head of Quest Home's Discord and the developer of the tools that allow you to create your own custom environments. So think of custom environments as your way to spice up your own personal VR space. Picture this. You hop into your VR
the homes
space
thing is interesting. I know people have been debating the necessity of Quest home customization because not a lot of people use that feature.
A cool game you can't get enough of, or even art that speaks to you. It's all about making your VR headset feel truly like your own personal little universe. That's why I love creating custom homes, because it allows people to personalize the Quest like never before. Sidequest, on the other hand, is packed with dozens of unique spaces you can easily sideload. It's a real treasure collection.
I didn't know they just had these
homes.
custom spaces.
And if you're creative enough, you may
Maybe
not
I'll do a
only
video
browse,
looking through those.
but even build your own custom homes. The custom home building tools I developed are super user-friendly, aiming to take the headache out of creating. Our Discord is like this huge creative lab, and we're all happy to give you a hand and help you get started. And then you can upload it to Sidequest for others to sideload and enjoy.
That's a toilet right there. I want the toilet custom home myself.
Flair, don't miss out the magic of custom homes and the wonders you can find.
That's really what I need.
Maybe one day I'll see you in a virtual world that you've created yourself.
Maybe one day.
Thanks,
the important question is, how does this help us in virtual Red Band? That is the important question,
Shane. For us to enjoy.
Now
maybe I'll give Red Band a debrief on the next one.
The real reason we're all here, the games.
Welcome, how you doing?
As we've already mentioned, Sidequest
I almost
is
stopped by
home to
last
a
night, but I fell
whole
asleep.
bunch of them.
Over the last 5 years, we've seen more than 70 amazing games.
I hate the loops I have to jump through
right
to install APK
Sidequest,
2D games.
growing
Yeah, that is kind of a pain in the ass.
Then launched to critical acclaim on the official Meta Store.
The Quest 3 still has a
George,
surprising amount of glitches. It's way better than 2, but...
Oh, you know, there are so many, it's kind of hard to cover.
I should try to introduce
I really love
Red Band to
places.
this banter app.
That started with just that
sort
one
of like
demo
VR
puzzle
chat,
that everyone fell in love with. And of course,
not
you
weirder,
can't
just different, I guess.
Hyperdash and Pavlov's Shack. They're amazing multiplayers. They're perfect for gamers who just love dynamic action.
I love Pavlov's Shack.
How about you?
Highly recommend.
Those are great picks. Well, I've always loved Battle Talent and Ancient Dungeon for their adventure and combat focus. We Are One features one of the most creative gameplay mechanics I've ever seen, so I love that.
Yeah, this game
is slept on. And there's Cubism, of course. I love me some puzzle games. And Warplanes, it's not just one of the best flight sims out there, but it's also packed with cool historical details.
I'm not learned enough for it.
But there's so many more.
Oh, and we can't forget Gorilla Tag.
How could we forget Gorilla Tag? The movement mechanics alone have inspired a whole bunch of successful games, including Monkey Do and No More Rainbows,
the first time I ever tried Gorilla Tag, I literally punched my desk and
broke through to the official store.
All of those games are perfect examples of the Sidequest to official store process, leveraging Sidequest to build a loyal audience, which is essential for catching Meta's attention and getting accepted into the store. Cool. And most of those also started out
I still hope
as
there's a game announcement in this. There haven't been any game announcements.
Yep, we're talking about
finger crossing for.
We can't avoid it, can we? Speaking of successful games that started as sideload only, I've got another example. Triangle Factory released Breachers as a sideload only title to build their community on Sidequest before launching it on Apple. Then they successfully hit the official store not long after that.
We've seen this happen really recently too with Mannequin, the latest VR sensation from Fast Travel Games. They initially released the game for free on Sidequest,
did I try that?
sideload only, of course,
I played too many things.
which helped them score over 10,000 early access users. And they've been giving them loads of positive feedback. And as of right now, they're on App Lab, and we've got a whole lot of faith that they'll succeed.
No, I definitely haven't done. I feel like I recognize this fever dream.
Oh, for sure. We're so happy for Mannequin's success so far, and they've also decided to join our celebration with a special message.
Oh.
Hi there, Sidequest community. My name is James.
You guys hold down the fort. I need to go get coffee from the other room here. And by other room, I mean right over there, because it's a studio apartment.
Sidequest a very happy 5th birthday. As VR continues to develop, the need for an open, accessible space has never been more important, and Sidequest fills such an important role in this. In fact, the Sidequest community has really helped us make in our multiplayer social stealth game Mannequin. We launched our open alpha earlier this year on Sidequest with huge success, and now we just recently moved to early access on AppLab. It's been a joy to see so many of you embrace our game.
I have not tried that.
You provided
I'm down to check it out.
Instrumental in shaping Mannequin going forward. As you may know, Mannequin is a unique VR experience in which one team of shape-shifting aliens physically pose to hide among time-frozen humans while the other team of human agents hunt them down. It's a pretty crazy game, and we wouldn't be here without a pretty crazy platform like Sidequest. So again, happy birthday Sidequest.
Good stuff.
Thanks.
I think there's something wrong with my coffee maker, if I'm being honest. Do you think
Now that Mannequin is on App Lab, the developers created an exclusive discount code in honor of this Sidequest Indie Spotlight. If you haven't played Mannequin yet, you can now snatch it for 30% off using this discount code you can see on the screen, and it will also be listed in the description below. Valid only until May 26th, so don't miss your chance.
I won't.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the gaming spotlight.
Yes, finally.
We've rounded up some of the very best hidden gems that Sidequest has to offer across
my cat
6
with my clap.
categories: horror, simulators, mixed reality, combat, multiplayer, and puzzlers. Every game you're about to see was voted on by the Sidequest team, recognizing their innovation, immersion, quality, and most importantly, fun factor. We've also got some special mentions from our sidekicks and some of their personal favorite recommendations.
And don't forget,
we're
giving away free game keys of every one of the games mentioned in today's showcase, alongside limited edition Sidequest birthday merch and brand new Quest 3 VR headsets. To get a chance to win, just head to our giveaways page on Sidequest after this event and enter.
Oh, there you go. So go to that giveaway page if you want to get a giveaway.
Spooky fashion with our top picks in horror. So if you love a good scare, there's nothing like dialing it up to 11 in VR, and these games represent some of the very best chills you can get.
First up, we've got the eerie and stylish psychological horror experience, The Passage.
Never tried
challenging
this.
you to confront humankind's oldest fears as you delve into the deep darkness.
Hey, my name is Bartek.
That would be sick.
Hi, I'm Damian.
I would co-sign
We are
that.
the creators of a little virtual reality nightmare called The Passage.
This is black and white Zoom
The
call.
Passage is a stylized horror experience that relies heavily on an oppressive atmosphere, slow-burning suspense, and unique interactions to offer a terrifying yet ultimately rewarding experience.
Our joint enthusiasm for art and psychology led us to look for inspiration in unusual places. In expressionist art, old cinema, and in the theories of a psychology pioneer, Carl Gustav Jung. We'd like to take this opportunity to say thanks to the Sidequest team for their awesome support.
And of course,
I'll say you're welcome on their behalf.
You who have played our game.
What's the over-under on another obscure nerd site?
Insomnia has really impressed us with its unique linking mechanics, forcing you to keep the entity stalking you right in your sights, if you can. Doctor Who fans might recognize a nod to the Weeping Angels here.
I'm sad to say I'm not a huge Doctor
real
Who fan.
chiller. So don't
but
let
I do
this
know what the
cheery
Weeping
message
Angels
from the dev team fool you.
Hey, I'm Philip. Hey, I'm Felix from Tanz. We are the creators of Insomnia, and
wherever they are, it looks so
say
peaceful.
Hi for this fun event.
Just like what
and we want to say
Europe
thank
looks
you for the fun and collaboration we had with Sidequest. Insomnia was a little side project we started to get our feet wet with VR, and we're very happy to see that so many people have been enjoying it and
Remind
have
you
been
of Limbo.
scared by
Oh,
it.
that sounds up my alley.
So keep on doing what you're doing, and
I'm great
we keep
at
on
the
doing
Limbo
what
one.
we're doing.
Very flexible.
And we're saying
No, Limbo
all
was
the
a cool
best.
game, though.
Yeah, looking forward to 5 more fun years. It's nice to have a community to get in touch with. All right, take care, guys.
Goodbye.
Next, we've got Exorcism Agency.
I haven't played any of these.
Ghost hunting suspense with multiplayer mechanics.
I guess
for
I don't
some
do a lot of horror
atmospheric
games.
Scares. You won't find much green slime or marshmallows
I'm
here.
far too fun.
Ghost busting is a little more intense with Exorcism Agency, and we've got a special
That's what I
message
look like
from the
next to
team
my toilet
behind the
after a
scares.
Saturday night.
Hi, this is Atombeat Studio. We are the producer of Exorcism Agency.
We're excited to introduce a brand new map, The Abandoned Hospital, and a fresh addition to our roster of spectral foes, Ghost Little Lane.
Okay.
This would be a
Just some
promises spine-chilling
anatomy drawings.
experience with an unexpected encounter ways. We're targeting to launch 2 amazing features in July. Developing reinforcement learning algorithms to enhance the
I've seen this
unpredictability and
video
complexity of ghost behavior.
Before. This is like just like a
This
training video
bidirectional
showing how
interaction
AI
ensures
training
that player
works.
actions influence ghost behavior. The implementation of gesture recognition technology will allow players to exorcise ghosts using intuitive hand gestures for natural world.
I love it when it's intuitive to exorcise a ghost.
Everyone. Let's eagerly anticipate the launch of the new version of Exorcism Agency, embarking on a fresh adventure into the unknown.
Exorcism as possible. That's my opinion.
Now let's hear from one of our awesome sidekicks, that VR girl, to round off our horror picks. As a seasoned horror fan, she is well equipped.
If you have a horror game in VR and you
don't
don't have an abandoned
Hi,
hospital,
I'm that VR girl, a verified sidekick reviewer, and the game that I'd like to recommend to you all is The Obsessive Shadow. If you're like me and enjoy tormenting yourselves by playing horror games, then this is the one for you. At the start of the game, everything is normal until you get an emergency alert on your TV. After the power cuts out, you start hearing knocking and realize that these shadow figures are outside of your house trying to get in.
Maybe I'll do a video where I just
to
play
shine your
all of the
flashlight at the
horror
right
games I
window at
missed
the
out
right
on.
time to scare them away. But your flashlight needs to be shaken frequently to keep it charged. These shadow figures will knock at your windows to alert you to their presence, but you really have to listen in to figure out which direction they're coming from and get to the right window in time to scare them away. If you don't catch them in time, that's when things get even scarier. The combination of all of these elements blends to create the perfect, tense, spooky atmosphere that we all love in horror games. And I want to warn you, this game gave me one of the biggest jump scares that I've had in VR. So good luck to those of you brave enough to check it out. Happy 5th birthday, Sidequest.
You know what? We haven't been upstairs yet.
Looks like my uncle. Gaunt, thin, vacant expression.
Simulator games are the perfect escape, and one of the most varied and imaginative genres of game you can play. That's especially true in VR, where you should always expect the unexpected.
And we certainly never expected Beekeeping Simulator.
Beekeeping Simulator?
You may have heard a little buzz about this title already.
I've never heard of this, but I'm
terrible
so
jokes
in.
aside, it's the perfect combination of therapeutic and educational.
You know, I'm allergic
You'll
to
learn
bees in
loads
real
about
life,
our
so this is
fuzzy
good for
flying
me.
friends, like how to
It's like
take care of them,
immersion therapy.
just how important pollinators are for our planet, and how honey is made. Pretty sweet. And the best part, there's no danger of being stung.
That's good.
Rev up your engine and get ready to actually enjoy parking a car with Car Parking Simulator. With realistic
I
controls
did do a video on
and
this one.
plenty of surprises to unlock, this game elevates the art of parking to a whole new level. And here's the kicker. Those skills you hone in the game might just translate to
spoiler alert, I
real-life
was
mastery
terrible at
behind the
parking
wheel,
when I did
helping you
this.
show off your
It
newfound
was,
parking skills.
Pretty realistic.
Do you
Lots of
love
action.
Stardew Valley but wish you could play in VR? Well,
Okay, wait,
Harvest VR could well become your new virtual obsession, because that satisfying gameplay loop is here in all its farming
I would get
glory.
lost
The
in
host
this.
of activities and odd jobs to crack on with. You'll
Just
cultivate
shoveling
crops,
the
care
ground,
for
hoe in
adorable
the
animals,
fields.
catch fish, and delve into some mines for precious resources
Plowing and
before you
hoeing.
watch your profits soar. Time to get
That's
your
me.
virtual hands dirty, huh?
And one more recommendation from our Sidekick verified reviewer.
Hi, I'm RezoVR, one of the verified
one
reviewers
way
in
to
the
send a
Sidekick
signal.
program created by
Shout out
Sidequest.
RezoVR, cool
Today, I'd like to recommend to you guys a game called Black Forge
I'm
VR.
big on my shout-outs
Black Forge
today, okay?
VR is all about creating weapons for your customers as the only blacksmith left in town. Now in this game, because it's VR, you get to craft things very uniquely, unlike in standard games where it's just a 1 or 2 button press to make something. You'll actually get to
Never did
hammer
this
out your
one either.
iron, cut your own
I don't have a lot of
logs,
patience for
chisel
games
your
like this.
own
I usually
handles,
get
and
frustrated
so much
quickly
more.
with the
The
creation
game also throws some unique
type
twists in
games
it.
in
For
VR.
example,
This
as
is
you're
me,
going
though.
to hammer your items to put them together, you raise your hand up and you pull a Thor move. And while this game is only a demo, there's actually quite a bit in here. I've spent over an hour playing this game, and I still feel like I've barely scratched the surface of it. So yeah, it's a very fun, very unique game. I hope you guys go and check it out. It can only be found
Also,
over on
shout out to Mod
Sidequest.
Mike. I
And
peeped
speaking
that
of
mic.
Sidequest, happy 5th
peeping the
birthday to
mic.
you.
Since the Quest 3 launched last October, we've been really impressed by the number of new mixed reality
okay.
games.
See, I haven't really
that have hit
covered any mixed
Sidequest.
reality
Of
games,
course,
so
the
let's
Quest
see if
3 will
something
help you enjoy these games to their
piques my
fullest,
little
but you can
peepers
play
here.
on any Quest headset, and
To put
these
it
are the perfect picks to
concerningly.
showcase this new dimension of mixed reality play.
Kicking things off and setting a new bar for innovation is Spatial Ops. The best way to describe
I
it
don't
is
think I have
pretty
the room
much
for this one.
the ultimate game of laser tag in MR.
This
Grab your
just look
friends and
fun,
turn
though.
any real-world space into a shooting gallery where you can play
I wanna go to a
bunch of
real-world
classic
abandoned
game modes
hospital
like
and play
Team
this.
Deathmatch and Capture the Flag. Just
That
make
would
sure
be
to
the
play in
ultimate
plenty of space
mixed reality
as the action
experience.
can get intense and competitive.
Spatial ops.
Coaster Mania gives you all the tools you need to get creative and craft your ultimate roller coaster right in your living room. Then you can even jump the front car and experience your track creation
when I had Roller Coaster Tycoon,
with simple controls and clear menus. This is a top choice
the coaster
for players
in
of
by
all ages
spitting them out
and
into the
the
river.
perfect introduction to the power of mixed reality.
We couldn't talk about MR without including a brain-teasing puzzler, and Retropolis.line is one of the very best this year. Its colorful characters and tactical 3D twist on classical line connection puzzles will keep you hooked for hours. And if you like what you see, be sure to check out the main series of Retropolis
I didn't know that was
games,
a genre.
also on Sidequest.
I have more cases that need solving to take.
Last up, for the mixed reality category, we've got another trusted sidekick pick chosen by the talented Cragadoon.
Hi, I'm Cragadoon, the Sidekick Verified Reviewer. The game I'd like to nominate for the Mixed Reality category is Wordomi.
Oh, Wordomi, I did this one. This one was
Wordle
fun.
in VR, turned up to 11, utilizing full color pass-through in mixed reality, which means you can take your
anything that
puzzling,
requires
word fun,
knowledge
you like
or critical thinking, I tend to fall flat.
It also utilizes hand tracking, and it's really smooth. Some of the best hand tracking I've played in quite a while. Picking up the blocks is really smooth and really easy. You can position them to anywhere you like on the grid. You can even move the grid around, so wherever you're playing, whether you're in bed, whether you're on your balcony,
if you watch the video I did on this, I actually took it out onto my patio and I was
just relax.
doing it
the game
while I was
is
walking
growing,
around
and I do
outside. It
love
was kind of
just
cool.
how easily you can get addicted to this game, and
Very
you can
novel.
lose several hours just playing with those words. And it's a puzzle game that won't be the same every time you turn the headset on. The words will generate, they will be random. Starts off easy, gets a little bit harder as you go down the grid. The words can change direction. They'll go along the x-axis, then they'll go along the y, and it adds another level to what otherwise would be a fairly simple game. That's the game I would recommend. Go and check it out if you haven't already.
Oh, they had the roller. I thought you were on the toilet.
Simple,
Sorry, I misinterpreted.
Really fun, really addictive.
I didn't
all
notice
those things tying very beautifully. Wordomi.
There's nothing like blowing off some steam by indulging in a bit of power fantasy in VR, and playing combat games are probably the best way to do that. Whether rapid-fire ranged combat or cut-and-thrust sword fighting is your jam, we've got some awesome picks in this category that you need to try.
Okay. Souls-like fans, rejoice.
This is a fun game.
Grimlord is a brutal hack-and-slash RPG that'll leave ghoulish body parts strewn all around you.
And I'm very critical when it comes to combat games.
You have the
VR
skills
combat
for it.
is like the
With a
hardest thing to
grimdark
get
fantasy
right, where it
aesthetic
doesn't feel
channeling Dark
kitschy.
Souls in VR,
But they did
and a
this one pretty
challenging
well.
difficulty level to match, countless battles await in Grimlord's early access release.
There's something endlessly appealing and nostalgic about the retro pixelated look, and Cartridge 81 thrusts you into it at full force for an awesome on-rails shooting experience.
These visuals
With about 10 miles of continuous track, you can either sit back and enjoy the thumping soundtrack or start blasting swarms of pixel creatures. And with no health bars, this is a perfect pick for anyone, no matter your skill level.
Pioneer Endless Journey is an inventive roguelite shooter with a unique focus on creativity, mainly because you'll have to craft your own weaponry and experiment with several different combinations
that would be my main
to tackle
use
the
case.
random encounters
I'd
that
have to
come
buy a
your
new
way.
headset
If you
just to do
enjoy
my
a winning
bathroom
blend
set
of
for
progression and
roller
adventure,
coaster
this could be the
bathroom
one for
times.
you.
Time for another sidekick pick, and next up we have the awesome True Gamer for Reals, who's here with his amazing choice of the game to recommend.
Hi, I'm True Gamer for Reals, one of your Sidequest verified reviewers, and the game I would like to nominate is Project Demigod. Project Demigod lets you live out that lifelong fantasy of being a superhero. You get to choose from all kinds of superpowers that include but are not limited to fireballs and lightning, and you even get to fly if that's one of your superpowers that you've always wanted as a kid. I really love the environments in this. There's just so many to choose from. You could choose from flying around in a city or even fighting in a gladiator arena, which is really, really cool. You can spawn in all kinds of enemies, all different types, and you get to use all those superpowers against them. The fun just never ends.
This
really,
is one of the
this
most
game
cooked
is
superhero
all
games I've
about
ever
the
played,
creativity
and I
that
loved it.
you can come up with, and it's just
It's very
absolutely amazing.
wild.
There's hours upon hours of fun in it. I really enjoy just fighting all the different enemies. It's absolutely insane. So
The
if you
combat
are
in this is
into
cooked, I'm not gonna
sandbox
lie,
games,
but I
this
did
combat
have
simulator
fun,
is
because
by
you know I love
far one of the best ones you can play.
I love this a sort of janky but thorough experience.
Gaming solo is great, but it's even better with friends and family.
No, I like to be alone.
That must be why our multiplayer games are amongst the most popular downloads on Sidequest. So, to make sure you get in on the action, here are our top picks for multiplayer good times right here.
Ahoy, matey! And what better way to kick off a category than with a slice of swashbuckling action on the 7th. I'm going to stop that now. But Sail VR has been out for a while.
That's one thing I haven't done.
They recently released a massive multiplayer update that you can play for free right now
I smoke
on
THC
Sidequest.
or some gummies.
So
THC
grab your
NPR is
cutlass,
it is.
hoist the Jolly Roger,
I can neither
and
confirm
check
nor
out
deny,
their awesome new
but it
trailer.
is. Would it be like, yeah, that would be insane. I've never done that.
From the high seas to Hybo, one of the most fast-paced, intense,
almost too intense, I can imagine.
multiplayers out there right now. The devs have been hard at work on this one for a while, and it really shows. With detailed maps, awesome locomotion, weapon options, and a unique take on bow-based combat, Hybo definitely hits the target.
Oh, I have played this.
We are the developers of Hybo. Hybo is a very exciting multiplayer archery game. The movement system of it is very cool. If you haven't tried this content yet, come and try it now. Sidequest is the most active VR platform I've ever seen. Thank you all. Here I wish Sidequest a happy birthday. Getting better and better in the future.
Bounty City offers a unique take on VR multiplayer by staging strategic three-way shootouts as you and your squad
I'm definitely gonna try
battle it
this
out against
ASAP.
2 other teams to rule the criminal roost and bag the most
record
loot.
a video on this
Tactical
with.
teamwork is the key to success in Bounty City, so if you pride yourself on your cooperative skills, it's definitely one to watch.
This actually looks kind of fun.
Once again, we'll leave it to one of our Sidekick verified reviewers to round off the category. And this time, it's Welsh Gamer with his top multiplayer pick for a game night.
I'm the Welsh Gamer, and I'm a Sidekick verified reviewer. And I'd like to recommend Trivia Crack World. If you like quiz games as much as I do, then this is the game for you.
I might be checking this
out. You can play solo,
out.
you can play privately with friends, or you can just jump into public lobbies, and you can play up to 6 players. If you enjoy games like Trivial Pursuit, then this is perfect for you.
The AI voiceover
the way that you answer
parts
questions
are so
is
fun.
really clever.
It'll never
Each
not be
round, the
jarring.
board spins, which picks a subject for you. You've got standard categories like history and science and entertainment, and then you either select the question on your tablet, or there's a mini game. It could be shooting the answer, or maybe using a fishing rod and then hooking the fish to answer it. It's a really fun game. When I jumped in with friends, we had a really good laugh playing this. I'm still surprised it hasn't moved to the main store yet, because they're updating it all the time. So please check out Trivia Crack World now over on Sidequest.
It's got that vibe to it. Trivia Crack World, that's that one?
Nothing beats kicking back with a good puzzle.
I'm on the fence on if I'm going to check it out.
Top puzzling picks in VR are just the thing to help you train your brain, relax, or get creative with your pals.
You Copy is a cooperative puzzler with a unique twist where communication is key. Player 1 takes control in VR.
Oh, I love
as a
games where
master
someone's in
thief
VR and
mid
someone's
heist,
not in VR
while player
because
2
it just makes it
acts
easier.
via mobile as the tech-savvy
With the normies
guy
in
in
the
the
world.
chair, guiding player 1 towards that successful heist. It's perfect for friends, couples, or small family get-togethers, and we've never played a VR puzzler quite like it.
Hi everybody, my name is Ilan.
Adrian.
And we're the founder of Freaks
Great
United.
hat.
I wanted to give a special shout out to Sidequest for their birthday by enabling you to test out Do You Copy, a VR cooperative game that
Should I
takes
go with
place
the
in a
rounded
bank.
glasses like
In
this
Do You
guy has?
Copy,
More
you
people.
can either
I'm seeing
play
more and more
as
people with
the
these
thief
rounded
going into
rims.
the bank, avoiding the
prefer a
guards,
square
solving
look.
puzzles, and hiding
Maybe that's
in the
because I'm a
lockers.
square.
Or as the hacker, the guy in the chair, to help your thief getting into the vault without getting caught.
This
You can
seems
have
similar to that,
cameras,
bomb
doors
defusal
on
game.
mobile, tablet, or PC.
On a similar note, we wanted to thank hugely our community that supported us for the past 2 years in making Do You Copy possible, for your feedback,
I
your
like the little
support, and your
background here. Great
implication
baby
during all
Yoda.
the development process. On that and on behalf of the entire Freaks United team, thank you. We hope that you will get to enjoy
welcome.
Do You Copy, in addition of the 10 App Lab keys that are given as a giveaway on SideQuest for their birthday. Thank you all, and we see you all.
I might have to get a
in
key for
virtual
that.
world.
I'd be curious
Cheers.
to try it with one of my non-VR friends.
If you're looking for a puzzler that's calming,
film it in my
meditative, and a
studio
visual treat, then
apartment.
Squingle is for you. Check out this special message from their lead developer, Ben.
Hey guys, massive happy birthday to Sidequest, who have really been helping bring Squingle to bigger audiences like yourselves. Squingle is a rich audiovisual puzzler where you have to guide revolving orbs through a series of 3D mazes to a goal while being taken on a transcendent journey by a mystical psychedelic goddess character. If you haven't checked out Squingle yet, I recommend getting in early because there are big updates I can't talk about right now.
Maybe I'll do a video very soon. Trying a bunch of stuff with it, 'cause I have been using it.
It's been gaining a little bit of a cult following over time with one of the greatest scores on the App Store at the moment. It's a really trippy, relaxing experience, and it reimagines what VR can do for games. So I really hope that you enjoy it and check it out. I'm always available on our Discord community, so please come find me there and tell me what you think of the game, of Squingle, and as always, so much thanks to Sidequest and love to you all. Play Squingle.
Squingle. It sounds like that old book, Friendle.
Hyperstacks.
You guys remember that book?
The perfect blend of puzzling, platforming, and combat just to keep you on your toes. Hyperstacks' built-in levels are fast and furious fun with slick locomotion and exciting.
Wouldn't it be amazing if at the very end of this, they're like, also,
the real
Half-Life
standout
Alyx
feature
2
is the ability to create your own deadly gauntlets and share them with the online community, or challenge your friends in multiplayer.
And now we have our final sidekick pick of the day, chosen by the incredible Clickster to transport you back to your childhood.
Hello there, I'm Clickster and I'm one of the Sidekicks verified reviewers. A game I like to recommend is Toy Trains VR. I do love
Never tried this one either. I've never been a big Toy Train guy.
Such a warm, cozy feel to it.
I'm more of a
you can just
G.I.
sit down,
Joe fella.
Chillax, open up the old granddad's dusty suitcase that's in his attic, take out the old train set and let the story unfold. The puzzles on each level involve building tracks, plenty of brain teasers, using the old noggin. What I like is that there are multiple ways to do each challenge, each level. So basically we're not going to get stuck, but once you complete the level, it doesn't stop there. You can decorate the landscape with haystacks, trees, bushes. Let your imagination run wild. Another reason why I love this game
immersive bush technology.
There's no kind of time limits.
That sounds dirty.
Leaderboards.
I think they have that in VR
like
chat.
That. You literally take the game at
Dynamic
your own pace.
bones for
So
your
come and
immersive
join
bush.
me as it's all aboard the toy train.
That was fun.
Of course, this showcase is just the smallest taste of all the awesome apps and games that we have on Sidequest, and it was really difficult to narrow down our top picks, right? So, because we hate to leave anyone out, we thought that we would give a shout out to our runners-up too.
Oh, they got runners-up. I didn't know this was like I didn't know there was a winner of all this. So I guess we don't get new trailers, but that's okay. Celebrate the old, you know that old song, make new friends but keep the old. One's silver, the other's mold, or gold, or so I'm told. Mother Ghoul. What a name. I'm Mother Ghoul. Coffee shop. Don't mind me, I'm Mother Ghoul. They should have got me to do the voice acting for Mother Ghoul, if we're being honest. Gorillazilla. Okay, that looks fun. See, less is more when it comes to a VR game concept. Like, just let me destroy buildings in my house. Let me be Godzilla for a second. A lot of tabletop games featured here. Oh, what is that game where you shoot the color marbles? I used to play that shit on my phone all the time. That just, like, brought me back to a core memory. I used to play so many shitty mobile games.
And that's a wrap on another Sidequest Indie Spotlight and 5 awesome years of Sidequest.
Yeah, that's quite a list of games that you can be adding to your wish list.
We all know the
and
star of the show.
Always, we at Sidequest will be hard at work.
It was the indie games, but also
pushing
me.
out updates, improving our processes,
Zuma.
and making
What's
it
going on,
easier
Retro Steve?
than ever for everyone to get the most out of VR.
But if you want to keep this party going, join our after party here in Banter. Simply download Banter.
Oh, they're doing an after party in Banter. Unfortunately, I can't join that because I have to go back to work after this.
And don't forget, we've got a
go
whole
check out the
bunch
after
of
party
free
in Banter
giveaways
if you
going live
do
right
that.
now on our website. Free game keys to the games that we featured in this showcase. Quest 3 headsets.
And yeah, if you saw any games
awesome
that I haven't covered
edition
yet that I should,
birthday merch to spice up your wardrobe. All you need to do to get a chance to win is visit sidequestvr.com and go to the giveaways tab.
The game with oh, Zuma, that's what it was. I thought Zuma was like a salutation.
Our amazing community is what keeps Sidequest going.
Let me look that
we
up.
really can't wait to share the next 5 years.
That's just what I say when I answer a room.
But in the meantime,
Zuma.
happy sidequesting.
Oh my god, you're right. Happy sidequesting. Yeah, Zuma. And then apparently there's also a dog in Paw Patrol named Zuma. Not what I was talking about, but shout out Paw Patrol. So there we go. That was it. I'm going to have to change the name of this VOD because there weren't any new trailers like I thought there would be. But it was still a fun little romp. Fun little romp through the VR world. Let me get a little sign-off music here. View all. Oh, yeah. What do we think? What was our favorite appearance? Was it VR Zuma? Because I think it was. But there you go. We did it. I had a great appearance. 200 people watching concurrent on there, which is great. I think it's all great for showcasing VR, getting more people exposed to these small titles. Because, like I said, Breachers, which is now like one of the biggest shooters, started just as a side-loaded Sidequest title that, you know, popped off because the concept was obviously good. It was well designed. And that's what got it noticed and got Meta to, you know, bring it to the official store, and the rest is history. So they do a great service, and I'm happy to be a part of the Sidequest, program, team, family, camaraderie. I've got my Sidequest Reviewer of the Month mug here, okay? I'm serious about it. But there you go. I got to get back to work, but I hope you enjoyed this little party. 3 p.m. PST today, which is in 4 hours. I have a video going live. My next Second Life video is going live. So turn notifications on for the channel if you haven't, and go check that out when it pops off, when the top pops, and the crop top is on the op. I don't know. And that's that. I'm also live streaming tomorrow. We're going to be going over some more news and other stuff like we do on all of our weekly Friday streams, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. They have to find a way to run 3.js or Babylon. Yeah, if they could run those games directly, that would like open up a whole new lane of options for gaming in VR. Which I think all of that is on the way. You know, the way Meta's really been developing their headsets is very much so seem to be incremental updates. Like if you remember the Quest 2, I don't think it even had hand tracking on it when it launched. I think hand tracking was an update they pushed. Or at the very least, hand tracking sucked until they pushed updates that like dramatically changed the entire feature. And same with, casting to your PC natively. So the fact that they're pushing like really major flagship features as updates gives me hope that really anything's possible for what they're going to do. I think they built these headsets and the OS with a lot of wiggle room to be able to adjust it down the road with new pushes. Xbox headset leaked? Is that true? I'm Googling. Xbox VR headset. An Xbox VR headset is on the way. That's from April. I see mentions of a leak about a month ago. Meta, of all companies, just confirmed will soon be getting an Xbox VR headset. What is this? It's simply a rebranded Quest 3 celebrating the partnership of the two businesses. Okay, that makes sense. So, yeah, so if you don't know, Game Pass was brought natively as an app to Quest through a partnership with Microsoft. So it seems like they're doing sort of an Xbox branded headset that's really going to be mostly a reskin of the Quest 3. Maybe one or two tweaks. You know, they might toss a new chip in there or something. The version of the headset is being teased today comes out of the box with Xbox controllers and Game Pass. So it's sort of like when you would see like branded Xbox Ones that would come with like a special controller and, you know, new paint. Sadly, it's Bradley. Yeah, shout out Bradley. We're architected it so that something will be able to plug right in and work. Yeah, so they're basically just trying to make it easier if you want to get the headset for Game Pass primarily. It's like, oh, there's a Quest 3 I can buy that's already got the controllers. It's already set up. It's like an all-in-one package to be able to play Game Pass out the box. Which you can basically do with your Quest 3 if you have a controller. But it's a fun bundle. And I bet you it'll look cool. I don't know if this image is legit. It says how Meta envisions the headset. So, yeah, black and green. That's cool. Good to know. Shout out The Verge. Anyway, I think I'm going to be calling it... Well, you know, we're at 59 minutes. We'll give it one more minute so I can hit an even hour, okay? We're going to end this at 1 hour and 1 second. You can use your 360 controller. Yeah, see? So if you already have a controller, you can already be doing that right now. But if you don't have a controller and you want to enter the VR space and start playing Game Pass, I guess that's an easy option. Or if you're just an Xbox head who's been wanting a headset. Hope Sony makes a mobile VR PS headset. Yeah, that would be cool. I hate wired headsets. Oh, you said you're using the controller wired. Yeah, that makes sense. I just hope that the days of wired headsets are behind us, unless it's like a real beefy and affordable PC headset, but I think the consumers have spoken that that's not what they want. But anyway, big shouts out to everybody who stopped by. Zach D, Retro Steve, Suck My Dink, Iron Meds VR, Shane Saw, shout out to the Red Band, Virtual Red Band family. I'll be popping back on there. I'll give Red Band the rundown on the next time I pop in there. And El Diego VR, Simon Says, much love to everybody who stopped by. And VR on. Till next time.